Welcome to 17 Strong. Victories don't come by accident. Here's your host, Steve Teixeira.
Thanks, Andy. Welcome to another 17 Strong podcast. We are taking a break from Ryan's story this month, and we have a very special story to share with you.
Joined by my wife, Holly, today, and we have a special guest with us today, don't we, Holly?
Yeah, we do.
And who do we have?
We have Melissa Matheson. She's our first Victory Troop recipient in 2017, and she's here with us. Hi, Melissa.
Hi.
How are you?
Good.
Welcome. Great to have you.
Thanks for having
So
me.
Melissa was one of the first people we sent on a victory trip.
Yep.
Within 7 months of Ryan's passing. Is that correct?
It sounds right. Yeah, for sure.
And she got to go dodge hurricanes in the Caribbean, I think.
That's right. She did.
Just
She
a
did.
couple.
Exactly.
Just a couple.
And remind us what time of the month or what time of the year was it?
It was, what was it?
Was it
It's September.
September or
Yes.
October?
No, it was September.
Okay.
Yeah, the end of
September.
September.
Okay. So
Yeah.
definite hurricane season.
Yes.
She told me I was a little worried about, getting the hurricanes, and I'm like, you'll be fine. Well, she did definitely have to dodge them, but she was good. It was basically just a flight delay, and they had to. What else did they have to do?
Traumatizing my husband
Exactly.
while on the island.
Yeah, exactly. They couldn't go on the water for a couple of days because of the surge.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And where did you go?
St. Lucia.
St. Lucia in the Caribbean.
Yes.
So when the water
But you
was
got New York out of that deal, too.
Yes. I got to do an overnight in New York and stayed up all night to go explore since I've never been there.
That sounds like so much fun, though. New York
Yes.
is definitely a place that it was worth staying up all night.
Yes.
So is it safe to say that you enjoyed your bonus trip in New York?
Definitely. It was definitely worthwhile, even though I stayed up all night and I'm not used to doing that. And so I was a little sleep deprived coming into St. Lucia, but I got to sleep on the plane. So it was definitely worth it.
It's worth it. That's
Yes.
good. Well, we would like you to tell us your cancer journey and your story, and also about how your daughter Marilyn found the lump on your chest. So, do you mind telling us that story?
Sure. So I was 26 and I had just had my third child, Marilyn. She wasn't quite a year old yet, and she was crawling on me and pressed on the side of my breast, and it hurt, and it shouldn't hurt. And so I felt there, and there was a lump, and I just thought it was hormones. So I gave it a while and just kept checking it periodically and noticed that it seemed to be getting bigger. And so I had called my doctor and had him take a look at it, and he seemed concerned. So he sent me to go have an ultrasound. And when I had the ultrasound, it kind of just didn't seem like anything was wrong, even though after the ultrasound, they took me into another room to show me what they saw, which I thought was kind of odd, but I had no idea what I was looking at.
Sure, of course.
And then I believe it was a couple days after, they called me back and wanted me to do a ultrasound biopsy.
Okay.
And they sent the results off, and then I had to have a procedure done, and that same day, the same doctor had called me and told me the results of the ultrasound biopsy, and they said it was cancer.
So, what was your initial reaction when you found out at 26 years old that you have breast cancer?
Shock, disbelief, not really knowing how to process it.
Oh my gosh. And how did your family deal with the news? Because obviously you're not even on the radar for any
Right.
breast cancer.
Yeah. No, yeah, there's no history in my family, so we were all shocked, and
And
it-
he told you over the phone.
yeah.
That's very interesting. But yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
I guess just because, I guess with my age, and maybe they knew at that point the type of cancer, that they were pretty concerned about it. So
Sure.
they wanted me to get in as quickly as possible.
Okay.
So,
And so what was your treatment regimen?
so my treatment was I had to do 6 rounds of chemotherapy with 4 different types of drugs.
Okay.
I was in there for probably over 8 hours each time, every
My
3
gosh.
weeks. After that, I had to have a bilateral mastectomy, but I didn't have to do radiation, thank goodness,
Yeah.
because of my age. It was more of a risk than a benefit.
Okay.
After that, I had to do a full year of another medication that was kind of, I guess, like a maintenance. So
Mhm.
that way they told me they threw the book at me. So that way everything that they could to get rid of it and keep it gone.
The first time. Yeah.
Yes.
So one and done type of thing.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. And how did you get really sick?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. For like a week, I was non existent.
In bed,
Yes.
sleeping.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Nauseous.
Yeah. And how did your family deal with mom not being, able to be around for that week?
I think my kids just, I think because of the age, they didn't quite know or understand what was going on. So it
Yeah.
was just mommy's sick and not feeling well. And so it's snuggle time.
Right.
So I think they kind of enjoyed it to a certain extent because I was there. I couldn't, wasn't busy doing daily things. And so.
Exactly. And then when you lost your hair, did they say anything about that or.
No, again, I think it was the age. I did traumatize my nephew.
Oh gosh, yeah. You walk into a room and not realize it and goes, "Oh gosh, yeah."
Yeah, well, my sister lives in Florida, and they were in town visiting. They do it every summer, and all the kids had gone to bed because he was staying the night at my house, and so at that point, I go and take my wig off and get ready for bed, and he gets up,
Oh
gonna ask
gosh.
for something, and just kinda stands there in shock, and then just walks away. So
Oh
now I get
gosh.
to tease him that
Yeah.
I traumatized
Oh
him.
gosh. Yeah, kids they're so forgiving though.
Yes. Oh,
They
yeah.
really are. They just take it with a grain of
Oh,
salt,
yeah,
you
and he
know.
laughs about it. It was shocking to him.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. When you're not expecting it.
Yes.
Of course. Okay, so what I remember something about the nurse navigator Liz told you about 17 Strong. What was your initial reaction to that? And how did she tell you about that?
She called me, and she's like my second mom. She's amazing. But she called me telling me about these wonderful people that started a foundation, and it was kinda hard to believe at first because first of all, I've never heard of 17 Strong before.
You were the first one. So
Yeah.
yeah.
So I'm like, "Oh, it has to be too good to be true." But then, after the conversation, she tells me, "Think about a place that you wanna go. Where would be any place in the world that you could travel to? What would you wanna do?" So, gave
And
me
what did you tell me? Do you remember what actually you probably told Danelle, which is a board member of ours.
I said, "Something tropical."
Something tropical, something sunny and
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. And you did get to go somewhere, yeah,
Yes.
tropical.
Yes.
Yeah, so and walk me through that initial did you look at the website? Did you thought it was kind of too good to be true? And then what happened after that? Because Danelle might have reached out to you. And then at what point did I meet you?
So Danelle reached out to me probably a few weeks later,
Okay.
and I was surprised because I'm like, oh, well, maybe it actually might happen.
Right.
And then you get excited, but you don't want to keep your hopes up because you
Sure.
still don't know. And so I met with her. She was amazing. We sat and talked at Starbucks and just kind of told each other our stories, and
Hmm.
amazing that she's doing something for other people when she's going through or had just finished going through that exact same thing.
Because she was going through treatment as well.
Yeah, I think she had just finished.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, if I remember correctly. Yeah, and so we talked, and she gave me more information about you guys and
Mhm. Mhm.
how everything started, and then asked me a whole bunch of questions about me, my story, and
Sure.
yeah, and then after that, I think it was a few weeks later, maybe a month later, that you and I met.
Because we were planning the trip.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah, we
we
were trying to
were,
figure out where to go
yep,
specifically, and
exactly.
yeah,
Exactly. And that was fun, just planning and
yeah,
trying to figure out where you guys were going to go. And
losing track of time.
yes, exactly. I lost track of time a long time ago. So exactly. Well, that's awesome. And it a trip that you won't forget?
Oh, definitely. Yeah. I mean, I'd go back there. My husband said, "We're not leaving. Let's ship the kids out here." Because the people there are just so amazing. I'd go back just for the people because they are so genuine and kind.
Yeah.
They're awesome.
Yeah. Steve and I have been to St. Lucia, and we can contest to that. The people were just amazing, and we're there to serve, which
Yes.
was awesome because people here don't have that, just talent or gift
Yeah.
to serve others.
That
And
was a long time ago, babe. That was our
was.
10-year anniversary. We did that.
I know, that's right. So, yeah, it was, and that's why I felt really comfortable telling you, "Oh, St. Lucia's a great place." Um, yeah, but not knowing there was going to be hurricanes. But so, what do you think about the crystal clear water? Isn't that amazing?
Yes, because I don't like the ocean here. It's too cold. It has undertow, and it's
Dun-dun,
scares me.
dun-dun, dun-dun, dun-dun.
But there, I had no problem going into the water, and it was nice and warm.
Yeah, and you could see something coming
Yes,
if it was. Yeah,
exactly.
it's crystal clear. Did you guys do any snorkeling or?
We did go snorkeling. We went to the volcano and did it's the sulfur
Yeah.
bath. I couldn't go in it, but they splashed it on me because of the water temperature. It's
Mhm.
not good for me, but my husband had a
Exactly.
blast.
That's awesome. No, after all of the treatment and stuff, did you have lasting something that, is chronic?
Oh, yeah.
know.
I have really bad nerve damage from my mastectomy.
Okay.
And so it causes a lot of problems, plus lymphedema. The
Okay.
swelling. So heat, hot tubs, or saunas, or anything really hot, I can't do because it can cause the lymph nodes to swell. So
Right. So you have to be really careful.
yes.
Okay. And any other restrictions? I know that stress always is a big factor
Oh,
in
yeah.
kind of,
Any cancer survivor, they tell you don't stress out because stress can cause it to come back. I
Yeah.
mean, stress can cause a lot of things.
Yeah.
Stress causes problems no matter whether it's cancer, whether
Yes.
it's, job, marriage, home, family, it doesn't matter. Stress is a contributing factor all the way around.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay. So what did the trip mean to you? Like, do you think, how important do you think it is for somebody that has gone through cancer treatment to get a trip of their choice? Like, what is your thoughts about that?
I think the trip is everything. It gives you something to look forward to because life, deals you a bad card. And I mean, other things, people have a hard time in life and have to deal with difficult things. But I think, especially for young adults, they have like the make a wish for children,
Mhm.
but the young adults are kind of forgotten and they lose out on a lot of the prime of their life. And afterwards, you have a lot of financial struggles because
Exactly.
of everything that you have to go through. And it's amazing because it gives you a chance to not have to think about daily life and all the worries in the world. And you kind of, for me, I got to kind of reconnect with my husband. We have so much going on with 3 kids
Yeah.
and dealing with that. It was amazing.
That's
And
right.
I think,
It's something that we feel like you can close that chapter and
Yes.
start fresh.
Yes.
Start a new chapter and with all those good memories rather than the cancer,
yes,
treatments
I agree.
and stuff. And so how often do you have to get checked?
I get checked every 6 months.
Okay, still even.
Yes.
And you've been cancer free for how long?
5 years.
Oh my gosh. So do they
Yes.
consider you in remission now?
Yes.
Oh my gosh,
Awesome.
congratulations.
Congratulations.
I didn't know that. That's
Yeah.
amazing. That is such an accomplishment.
And like we say, victories don't come by accident. This is a prime example right here.
That's right. That's right. That's
agree.
great. I know. I was so excited. I didn't know that. That's amazing.
Now, have we talked a little bit about the angel baby that found this?
We did a little bit, but go ahead.
Well,
Yes.
she blows me away. The fact that, she's a little Miss Movie Star, and,
Yes.
we'll try and get her on the program a little later, but it just really blows me away that she basically saved your life.
Yes, she definitely did. She's my angel, and she definitely knows it and knows how to work at it.
Oh, I bet. I bet. She's got a great personality, that's for sure.
Yes.
But you would say that she was the one that saved your life.
Oh, definitely. If it wasn't for her, then I probably wouldn't be here, because at 26, even though they tell you to check yourself monthly, you don't think about it. Your life's too busy, and
Absolutely.
No, you're a mom. You've just had 3 kids. It's not even on your radar.
yep.
Yeah.
So
Something
I
to
always
think of.
encourage everybody now
Absolutely.
to make sure, because I'm a prime example of you never know.
You never know. Exactly. You never know. So now that you've gone on your trip and you're kind of you're in remission, I mean, you and I have got to be really good friends, and you've been part of our 17 strong family. So it means the world to me to have a relationship with you. And so what is it to you to have 17 strong in your life?
It's just as amazing. I mean, it's rare that you get to find people that are so giving and caring to come into your life. You don't get that all the time. Some people never get it.
That's right.
And to have such terrible circumstances for both you guys and I,
Mhm.
for it to bring us together is
Yeah.
it's awesome, and it kind of gives you a little bit of light in the darkness,
That's
and
right.
shows you that there's more than just the bad things.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. And you find out too who's going to stand by you.
Yes.
Who stands by you, and who's going to be that support, and who's going to because it's hard. Some people don't know how to react, so they don't do anything at all. They don't say anything, they don't do anything, or it's everybody deals with things differently. And so we have always thought when we started this that we were going to have a relationship with each of our Victor Trip recipients. That means a lot to us.
And I think it's so important that, when we first met, I told your husband that I was proud of him because he stood by you. Because as we've been building 17 Strong, we found so many people that, whether married or not, they said, you know what, I didn't sign up for this. And they get a divorce, or they leave their significant other. And that it's so wrong in so many aspects. But you, as the patient, need that support
Definitely.
at that time. And for other people to just be looking at this so selfishly and think about I,
Mhm.
and then turn around and walk away, it's just devastating on both ends.
I couldn't imagine having to deal with that on top of going through treatment. I mean, you have to look at things positively. I think that's one of the most important things, but that would be crushing. And I just,
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
people that get through it, I applaud them, and they're amazing,
Right.
because
I mean, I know some people that have had to call Ubers to take them to treatments and different things like that
Because they had
don't-
nobody else.
They have nobody.
Yeah.
So it's neat to see and hear that your family was there, such a great support system. So that's always a key, and also your mindset. Yes,
Mhm.
yeah,
Yep,
But
definitely.
getting through any of these diseases or anything really that life throws at you is, do you have that support network in place? Do
Yep.
you have a foundation in place, somebody that you can rely on to help you through it? Because we need that. I mean, it's human nature
Mhm.
to want that, to want to be loved,
Yeah.
and to want to be helped through that. So it's so important that, people have that, especially dealing with these debilitating diseases.
Yeah, that's true. That is so true. And it's nice to have the family, but then you've also met, the 17 Strong family, and you've also met Liz, who you said
Yes.
was like a second mom to you. So these nurses are called to do what they do.
Yes.
They are amazing, absolutely amazing. And Lindsay, too, I know she's a nurse navigator that kind of stepped in too.
Yeah.
So
She actually gave me most of my infusion treatments before she switched to being a nurse navigator. And
Okay.
I loved coming to her chair because
she's funny.
Yes.
She's just funny and very quick-witted and just
Yes.
makes light of it.
And gentle hands, because when you have a port and they're sticking that needle
Exactly.
in your chest, it's nice to have somebody that has gentle hands.
Yes, exactly. Well, that's good to know. Yeah, exactly.
Melissa, what do you have to say to anybody that's maybe starting to go through their first time with cancer or another disease? What kind of encouragement do you have for them?
Just to keep like I said before, a positive mindset. I think your mind is your most important tool in getting through it and recovery, because if you think the worst, that's what's going to happen. If you think, okay, I'm going to get through it, it's going to be tough, but I can do this, then it makes things so much easier.
Yeah.
And I mean, I had my kids to think of to keep that positive outlook, because I had to get through it for them, not just for myself and my husband, but for them. They need their mom.
Absolutely.
And I think that just you have to, I mean, as hard as it is sometimes, I mean, you guys are perfect examples of, I mean, you're keeping Ryan's dream alive. And
yeah,
I mean, you guys are an inspiration to me, even after all of this, when I'm having hard days. I mean, I couldn't imagine
it is
going through that.
Nobody said it was going to be easy, huh?
No.
Nobody said it's going to be easy, and it's a tough road, but we choose joy, and you have to have a good mindset and a good foundation and love and support.
Speaking of joy,
we have little Marilyn Matheson, with us right now. Can you say hi?
Hi.
How old are you?
5.
You're 5, and you are in what grade?
Kindergarten.
And you're almost ready to graduate?
Yeah.
And you're famous?
Yeah.
Okay. And tell me about, you were on the newspaper, the front cover, with your mom for Day of Hope. Can you tell me about that?
I don't remember the things exactly.
Okay. That's okay. But you were on the news?
Yeah.
And do you remember what that was about?
And I was on the newspaper.
You were on the newspaper. Right.
2 newspapers.
Oh, 2 of them.
so is it safe to say that you're famous?
Yeah.
Yes, of course you are. And you were with your mom, right?
Yeah.
On the Day of Hope one.
Mhm.
Now, were you with your mom when you were on TV? Or was it just solo? Was it just you?
I don't know for sure.
Okay. You don't remember for sure.
The flyer you were on by yourself that got sent out in the mail for Day of Hope. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Can you tell me about it? Did you have a photo shoot? Did they take lots of pictures of you?
One person took the pictures from a camera.
Okay.
Were you dressed up?
Yeah.
She was all dressed up. That's awesome.
And they put me in the front and Liam and Alan and Mommy in the back.
Oh, they did. Oh my gosh.
So you were in the front of the picture?
Yeah, and you could barely see them.
You were front and center. Yes. Okay. Do you remember walking the red carpet?
Yeah.
Yeah. What was that?
I don't know why
That
they
was
did
for
it.
that was for 17 Strong. Do you remember?
I don't know why they made me walk on the red carpet, but I just remember.
Yeah, because you're famous, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so cool. Now, can you tell me something? Do you remember when your mommy was sick? Do you remember what she had? Do you remember anything about that?
She had cancer,
Okay.
but I don't remember where.
Okay, that's okay. Do you Does your mom ever tell you that you're her little angel?
Yeah,
Why does she say that?
because I'm kind to her.
Because you're kind. You're exactly right. You are kind to her. You're great. But do you remember when she was sick? Did she have to stay in bed sometimes?
Yeah,
How did that make you feel?
a little lonely.
Yeah, a little lonely. Yeah, because your mommy wasn't able to do some things with you. Yeah, because she was fighting cancer, huh?
Yeah,
But she's so much better now. Isn't that awesome?
yeah.
You're so thankful, huh?
hmm
Yeah. Yeah. What else would you like to tell me?
Well, I don't really care.
You don't really care? You don't care? But you care that she's healthy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Because that would be sad, huh?
hmm
Yeah.
If she wasn't.
Yeah, exactly. So she's healthy and you have all of your family. So you have a lot to be thankful for, huh?
hmm
Yeah,
As
that's
she
right.
gives her mom a big hug.
I know. She's so cute. She's got cute little dimples too because she's famous.
What do you want to tell the world? Anything you want.
Well, I don't really know.
Do you want to tell me your professional future careers?
What do you want to be when you grow up?
I want to be a wrestler.
She wants to be a wrestler. She wants to be
Like who? Ronda Rousey wrestler?
She's shaking her head, yes. That is so funny. You're great. You're going to be great no matter what you do. And then you also said you wanted to be something else.
A singer.
Oh, a singer. That's not one I remember. What about the one you told me earlier?
Which one?
A mermaid?
Yeah.
Oh, you want to be a mermaid? That's so cool. That's really cool. I think you're going to be good at all of it. All of it. What's your favorite thing to do?
Well, my favorite thing to do is sing.
Ooh, what do you sing?
Like solos.
Oh, do you have like a song that you love?
I make the songs up.
Oh, you make them
Oh.
up. Wow.
Are you going to write music when you get older?
Yeah, like when I'm a teenager.
Oh, okay.
Very
okay.
good.
Well, I'll look you up for sure because maybe you can write a song for 17 Strong. What do you think about that?
Yeah.
You're just going to be more famous. We'll take you to Nashville.
Nah.
Nashville's where all the singers are. Oh gosh, you're so cute. Okay, is there anything else that you'd like to tell us? You're doing a great
I
interview
don't
right
really
now.
care what you ask.
Okay, I just have to keep asking questions. Is that right?
I don't care.
All right. On that note, I think we're going to wrap up today's podcast for 17 Strong. I'd like to thank our special guests.
Yes, definitely. Thank you for coming.
You're welcome.
Thanks for having us.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, thank you both for being here. And remember, attitude is everything. And join us next month for our next podcast, where we'll have another special guest to share with everyone.
You've been listening to 17 Strong. Victories don't come by accident. To be part of the show, make a donation, or request more information, go to 17strong.org. That's SEVENTEEN strong.org.